Hi, Daddy.
Hi. Oh, is that a lot of energy to start the video with?
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Daddy. You know, sometimes I just think about like new people and like they wanted to see us talk about our favorite Broadway slime tutorial clips and like maybe that's not the energy they were looking for.
I don't edit myself for other people.
That I respect that about you.
Yeah, because I don't like take into account the opinions of people on the internet.
Sure.
Because the internet isn't a real place.
Sure. Well,
like I make this content to entertain people who want to be entertained.
Yeah.
Not to impress people who have set unrealistic expectations of me before even clicking in on this video.
Totally.
Because if someone's already said too much energy for me, well then they don't really care to get to know who we are. They just care to make assumptions about who they think we are.
Wow.
In seconds.
Hello everybody and welcome to our channel. My name is Sam.
I'm Ryan.
And today we are going to be doing something that I am so excited for.
There's slime everywhere.
I bet you guys are stoked for it as well.
Slime all over the place.
There's slime. There's slime
covered in it
everywhere.
In our mouths, in our ears, on our legs, in our hearts.
If you don't know what we're talking about, slime tutorials. It's code for a frowned upon thing in the theater community.
Pirated video content.
Yes, you know,
of Broadway musicals or things of the like. You know how they do a little speech at the beginning and say, please turn off your cell phones, photos and videos are strictly prohibited? Well, people do it anyway. They put it on the internet and then it gets taken down because they title it like, you know, footage from when I saw Wicked in 2012. And they're like, well, that's obviously not allowed to be there. So what the internet's done is they've coded it with things like slime tutorial, best slime, bad slime.
Or like my mom's soup recipe is another one that I saw.
Oh, soup recipes? Very good.
Soup recipes are really good. Things that butter my egg roll is another like code for it. So
it's been a long time since I've had my egg roll buttered.
If you guys don't know, Ryan is
weird segue. Weird segue. I am not
a Broadway star.
Starlet.
So Ryan was the original JD in the off-Broadway production of Heathers.
This is proof of how I'm a Broadway starlet. My off-Broadway credits.
Yeah, that. Ryan was also Fiyero in the 15-year anniversary production of Wicked. Ryan was also
the
Hans.
last man to ever play Hans on Broadway.
That is true.
Come
Hans
on,
in Frozen on Broadway.
Yep.
And we thought it would be fun if he and I, a lifelong Broadway theater fan, shared some of our favorite slime tutorial clips that we have come across. We are not going to point you in the direction of these because we don't want them to be removed or exposed. That's not fun for anyone. We are definitely in the boat of Broadway needs to be made more accessible. We do also, you know, I at least feel the need to address that all these people are breaking rules.
Yeah, no, this is
like this
is highly frowned upon, and you shouldn't do this. And when I see people recording me while I'm on Broadway, I hate them, and if I see them in the signing line, I ignore them because I think they're scum. But also, theater is really inaccessible, and that's not really anyone's fault except for the people at the very top who hoard all the wealth, and they're even more scummy. So I don't really know. Am I Robin Hood? Am I?
It's hard.
You know, it's
but I feel like we just needed to make the blanket statement of don't do this. It's very distracting for performers, and it's also just a rule that you shouldn't break. But because other people have broken it, we're gonna watch the times that they broke the rules.
Yes.
Let's begin, shall we?
Yes.
I want to start with one that always cheers me up every time I see it. This is something that I will shout out. If you don't follow Let's Hear It for the Choice on Instagram, you most definitely should. It is a wonderful Instagram that shows choices. When performers just really give a moment their all or make a choice. And they post like anything from like high school theater to Broadway. This is a clip of Haven Burton. She was the Elle Woods standby or understudy, and it brings me so much joy. It brings me so much joy. Here we go. What you want, Warner, what you want is me. What you need to see me in a brand new. One more time, please. Just please loop it back. What you want, Warner, what you want is me. What you need to see me in a brand new. It's like a choice if I've ever seen one. If you're not familiar, me is never said like that. And the fact that this happened, what you want is me. That's how May! Like, it's so good, but it shows like the gumption and the fury of it. Come on, gumption! You know what I mean?
Right, SAT prep over here.
It's so funny. It just brings me so much joy, so I just had to share. Hayden, thank you for your work. May!
Alright, if y'all didn't know, y'all better know that I am just an absolute Patti LuPone stan. And this is Patti just going absolutely nuts in Patti LuPone's Gypsy. Like, she's insane. She's crazy. Yeah! Wait, hold on, I have to go back really quick. Yes, this part.
Just wait, just my turn.
Full, like, advertising for a used car lot, inflatable arm flailing tube man. Just like, what? Like, just, also just no consonants, just only vowels. Like, just, oh my god, she's insane. She's just crazy.
In the best.
No, 100%, like, one of my all-time favorite theater performers, and you can never understand her,
No.
You can never predict what she's doing. No, even if it's the sweetest, most perfect thing, it's coming off angry. Like, just Patti LuPone fully unleashed in Gypsy.
I love it.
Oh my god. Ugh. Yeah, just lovely.
Now, you guys know that I'm a sucker for Wicked.
My god!
This is...
Oh my god.
This is Miss Jessica Vosk's last Defying Gravity. And Ryan this was the same year that you were in Wicked.
This was my last show. Jessica's last show was
was also your last show.
Yeah.
That was their last show together. Oh, so that's fun. You were there when this was recorded.
Yes.
She just let loose for this last Defying Gravity. So, here's a clip. Also, watch out for some beautiful commentary from the bootlegger here, which again, we do not support.
Oh my god.
It's something that just makes it that much better is the videographer's reaction to that little rundown.
Truly taken aback.
Just, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like,
I will say, and I have looked Jessica in the eyes and said this to her. I listened to her sing Defying Gravity every single night, and I said this to her, so I feel okay saying this publicly. I would earnestly and honestly listen, hoping that she would mess up, just to hear it one time. She sounded like this every night. Like, she's definitely singing a little harder here. She's slipping in things that you're not allowed to do, which is kind of like a notorious, like, when this is your last show. I definitely optioned up on my last show. I guess no one bootlegged it, but whatever. But, like, so, you know, she's definitely doing that. She's definitely singing hot here. But, like, she sounded like this every night.
Just insane.
Yeah.
It's unreal, and this will forever be one of my favorite clips. That little, the little, like, I don't even know what it's called.
The run?
Yeah.
Defying gravity.
Like that, it's so pure.
Oh yeah.
It's so
no,
crisp.
She's
you
like
hear every
a
note.
robotic singer.
Like, it's so good.
Yeah. No, an insane instrument. I've been keeping with the theme of what people did on their last show at Wicked. Louise Dearman is the only person in history so far to play a run as both Glinda and Elphaba. She played both roles at one point. And she played Glinda first, and on her last night as Glinda, she did this, which very obviously paved the way for everyone to be like, oh, she could be Elphaba, because she is not just a legit singer, she can belt. There's no video here because I think it was just an audio steal, but listen to what she does in Goodness Knows. It's Goodness Knows. The beginning of Song of Wicked, it's all, Kristen Chenoweth with Glinda realness. It's all floating. It's all legit. Glinda doesn't belt. Well, Louise Dearman said, on my last show, I'll show you how Glinda can belt. Floating.
Can you play that one more time? I'm so sorry. That gave me chills.
Like,
obsessed.
You are not allowed to do that.
No.
Like, you are not allowed to do that. They are very strict at Wicked. You sing it the way that it is sung. You are not allowed to do that. And Louise Dearman on her last show said, "Watch what I can do." And then she came back. And then she came back and played Elphaba after that.
It's so good because I get that that's like not Glinda, but it adds so much more like
gumption,
heart and gumption to that line, like die alone. Like it's so heavy, and so there's something about hearing that belted that's like, oh my god.
Yeah. No, I mean, Wicked buttered my bread, so even though I don't agree with it, I respect how strict they are about like, this is the way that it's sung. I can't necessarily knock that, but when you hear things like this and it's like, man, I wonder what would happen if people were allowed to sort of take their, like, have their own take on it and make little calculated risks here and there, if they would pay off. Because if Glinda was allowed to sing like just sort of let the roof off every so often. That's the thing that I love about, I'm just going to plug my friend really quick. That's the thing that I love about Brittany Johnson as Glinda. Her for good is so uncontained. She sings it the way that she has to sing it, but like she is really like melting down there, and the acting is very much of another world. And like that does not take away from the piece. It enhances the piece. And you're right. Even though this is very show-offy, and I think Louise Dearman was proving a point here. Yeah. It does enhance what Glinda's going through, because Glinda has a secret right here. Fierce.
Oh, I want to cry. I want to cry.
Well, don't, because we still have more content. Our favorite bootleg ever. We're only going to show a little bit of this, but there is something very funny that happened here, and I do believe that this is the only bootleg that exists of me and Mackenzie singing Love is an Open Door, because our version of Frozen was only open for 3 weeks. So I believe this is the only tape of this number that exists, and at the end of it, something very funny happened. And I adjusted. Yeah. I moved my hand, but little booby grab.
Hans was copping a feel.
No, let's just not that open of a door, Hans. Let's watch the tape back one more time. Right on. I do adjust it after that.
It's like the slide up for me. It's so funny. What was going through your head when that happened? Just my hand is under boob, my hand is under boob.
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
Like, that number is actually, it doesn't seem like it would be, but that number is actually like extraordinarily difficult. The dress is very heavy. We are like lifting, like she's being thrown around, I'm doing all these lifts. Like both of us are so out of breath after that number because we're also skrelting. And immediately following that number is a like 60-second sequence where we're kissing. Yeah. So we just like press our lips against each other and it's like dum dum dum. Dum dum dum. Our mouths are together. It goes like that for like 16 bars. Then we come apart and then we kiss again. So at that point in the show, all you are thinking about is like, how do I gulp enough oxygen to like get through this next chunk? Because I'm about to be kissing this girl for like a minute straight.
Just heavy nose breathing.
Yes, like on each other. It is the grossest thing.
The magic of Broadway.
Yeah. I don't think it was so much that my hand was on her boob as much as it was that my hand wasn't on her shoulder.
Yeah.
And that choreography is very meticulous and they want that ending pose to be very like pristine. And so I'm sure that was more of like, oop, I missed my mark, and less like, I'm on
her boob. So good.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, I hope you had fun. I thoroughly enjoyed this. This was just a nice little like reminder of the magic of Broadway for me. Yeah. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also, like, if there's any specific content you guys want to see from us, leave it in the comments down below. We check the comments, so we will see all of your lovely ideas down there.
Believe that.
Believe that, indeed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you all later.
Bye,
Bye
Daddy. Remember when we did that?
Yeah.
Bye, Dad.
Bye.
It's all